thoughts of you were sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
Hello.
Yay!
We're on a Friday instead of a Thursday. Sorry about promising something that we didn't go through with.
We are. It was my fault. Actually,
That's not your fault.
It was not my fault.
It's not. It was a scheduling. I don't know. It's just it happens.
Conflict.
Yeah, there was some things that we committed. Well, she committed to.
I felt like I could have missed it.
Yes.
After I attended.
And the aftermath. Maybe that'll be a rant. We'll see.
But
welcome to a Friday. This is a surprise Friday. So if you forgot or tried to tune in yesterday, we weren't there.
No.
I will try my best. I was thinking I could put together like a calendar, like a Google calendar, a calendar that people could subscribe to or something.
Oh, maybe.
They would just know when things change.
Yeah.
I don't think people care that much.
I don't either, but that's okay.
But I could do that. But
I think they just follow our social media and just do whatever it says.
Follow us on Instagram.
I reposted today. Or yesterday. Both. I think I did both.
Like a couple hours before things were happening. But,
No.
we don't want to
No.
over-inform anybody.
No. I think I did it right this time.
You did it a couple hours ago.
I don't know. I only go social media like twice a day.
Yeah, but when she goes in, she goes hard.
Yeah.
She's like,
I have to spiral real quick for about 30 minutes and I'm done.
All of a sudden you see all these links show up and sending them at you. Blast.
That's over.
And then she doesn't respond for another
They're like,
hour.
did you see those things? No, I'm done with social media.
Like, no. Did it come out within the last 8 hours? No, I didn't see it.
Didn't happen.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome Keith. Welcome to people that are lurking and viewing. Lurking.
Oh,
that's a thing. Lurking.
Yeah.
It's a singular form.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna start. Oh, we're ready. One of these days, we should see if we can get sponsored by McGregor.
AA. Oh. Just kidding.
Awesome aardvarks.
Yeah.
What?
Salud.
Slanchava from Proper.
And healthy aid kombucha.
And I took a probiotic.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Before having a drink. So we'll get to those kind of things here in a little bit.
All right,
but
let's continue.
First, how's it going, Sarah?
It's okay.
Right? It's okay. Somebody messaged me. Somebody I don't even follow. We don't follow each other, but we used to kind of know each other. We used to train together. And I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. They're training and doing stuff. Said, hey, Scooter, how have things been? And I was like, should I be honest? How do you be honest with people? I was like, it's been a rough few years. But it was more like, hey, it's going pretty well. How are you? Here you're in college, that kind of thing. But kind of one of those things like being honest with each other.
That's my okay.
Yeah.
I really try hard not to say, oh, it's been rough. Because I'm always like,
it's always rough.
I just feel like at that point, the universe is like, hold my beer. So I'm just always like, it's okay.
Yeah, because it's always rough. I mean, realistically, at least for certain demographics of humans, let's just say, or people that are passionate about making things better. It's always going to be rough if you're
But see,
connected.
I don't want to say that it's rough because also I'm like, I don't want that mindset of me of it's always being rough because I feel like I don't focus on the things that were good.
Right.
That's why I'm like, this week was in the middle. It was in the middle this week.
It wasn't horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Had some high points, some low points.
Some weeks are really good.
Yeah.
This was just okay.
Yeah, this was good and bad.
Yeah.
So it was okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Same.
Well, I lived it with you. So
I took my hair tie off and now it's like a toy. I'm trying.
Well, that's using me with a pen.
I know.
So I try and stay away from him.
What do you got?
Oh, well, always our sponsor, Lever Consulting. Please check them out, leverconsulting.com. Yeah, it's the buttons don't move. You know, mine, it has your name on it. They both start with an S, so I know it's confusing.
I don't remember being in the middle button.
I didn't change anything. So,
I feel like,
do you have your iPad upside down, or
I mean, no.
are you sure?
Otherwise, I would have hit the buzzer.
Oh. So, no, Lever Consulting. Don't take away from Lever Consulting.
Sorry, Lucy.
Leversconsulting.com. If you need help with business, life,
things.
getting a job, getting to college, balancing this, doing that, very amazing human. Check it out. Free consultation at leverconsulting.com.
Yes.
So we also want to, throughout here, whoever's watching, you're going to get yet another chance to answer this question.
No one answered it yet?
Oh, no.
Maybe it was
Nobody said anything.
I feel like I should re-listen to that episode to make sure that you said what I think you said.
Well, nobody's even guessed.
Oh, okay. Well,
So it's not that anybody's, I mean, it's more like people really don't care.
That's okay.
Maybe our prize isn't big enough.
Maybe we should switch the question. Like 2 weeks, we just switch it up.
Well, it's our own, this will be our second week.
Okay.
So, okay. Let's just change the format on the fly like she does.
Mid-show.
And she goes, just change everything. We'll do it
Do
next
it
week.
different. It's fine.
But no, right here, if you do get the answer correct, the answer is in one of our shows.
Yes.
It just is. We're not going to do anything that you have to look up or anything like that. You just have to listen to our shows. We're trying to encourage you to watch our shows. But if you do, we're going to send you some stickers, like a slew of. I mean, it's self-promotion stuff. Some Sarah and Scooter stickers with a little QR code on it, and we'll get you also. Whoa. I don't know if it'll focus.
leave. Ooh. I think I made it worse.
Nope, you made it way worse. So maybe it's for me. Yeah, it doesn't like me as much. Little tiny keychains with our chibis on there that Jason Doobie put together. So we'll just send them directly to you.
Yes.
Just chime in and answer the question. So there was a question that somebody did get and is receiving these items. That question had to do with the night that we went to Slow.
Yes.
We went to Slow. We went out, got a little tipsy. We went both. Had to walk back 1 mile.
Yes.
To the hotel. I took the wrong turn. Long story long is she picked up a piece of pizza.
Yes.
On the way home. That was the question.
One.
The other question, the question that we're here at is what? And on that same night, what did I, Scooter, walk on that same evening?
Yes.
That's it. What did Scooter walk on that same evening that
I got pizza.
Sarah picked up pizza
Yes.
on her way back to the hotel?
Yes.
Two different ways we went.
It's a good story also.
No, it's a great story. So go back to the story.
Yeah.
It's if you want to know more, you talk to our therapist.
You guys.
Yes. You guys would have to be them. So, that's it. So if you can answer it in the chat or send us a message on the YouTube video, please. That's the only place we're taking these answers because we really want to promote people coming over to our YouTube for a few reasons. Okay.
White Jesus.
What? There's a story about that too. White Jesus is in Slow. I am growing my hair out, so maybe just not dark enough. Huh? So sometimes I think I do. That is for sure. Thank you for that. But yeah, put that in the chat or afterwards you can put it in the video. So we're going to move on and let's move on to the next part.
Good thing.
All right. That makes me happy every time I hear that. So, how many you got?
Technically, I have 2.
Okay.
I had moved 1 out to my shout out. So.
Yeah, they're kind of all there. I'm just going to I have 2.
Okay. I'll go first.
Yes, you will.
I know. So Becca and Orville, my brother-in-law and sister, celebrated their 7th, I want to say 7th, I think I'm right, anniversary this week. So they went to Vegas for a very quick 24 hours. And I love them because they flew into Vegas, went to Hell's Kitchen, gambled a little, went to sleep. Woke up the next day, hung out, gambled, went to, I think it's called Amalfi. Amalfi? No,
A ma-
I think it's Amalfi. It's
a
a
selfie?
restaurant.
A
No,
roofie?
it's a restaurant by Bobby Flay, and they said that
Oh.
was better than Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, wow.
And then I think they gambled some more, got on a plane, and came home.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they had a good
I
trip.
didn't hear that part of it.
Yeah.
I just saw them, like, when they were leaving, they're like, here's the kids. And then when they came back, they're like, okay, I guess we'll take the kids. Bye. But
She was just excited to have sleep all the way through.
well, sleep when you want to sleep, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Sleep
Yeah.
when you're tired.
Mhm.
You forget what that is when you have
Little people.
a kid in the house, or even a new animal.
I'll say, or a puppy.
Yeah, a new animal.
Yeah.
Like you forget, or a sick puppy, or a
Yeah.
sick kid, or something like that.
Yep.
So for sure. So yeah, that sounds really cool. I love those kind of things.
Comment. Valerie said, "Happy anniversary." Sounds like they know how to do it up. They
They
do.
do. Yeah, just go out. I mean, if you can do it and you got small children,
Yes.
still go out and enjoy yourselves. You have to.
Yeah. I laughed because I think my sister said the amount they spent on food in 24 hours was like our food budget for like 3 weeks.
Oh, for sure.
And loved every minute. Apparently, the Bobby Flay restaurant has the best, I'm going to get this right, martini espresso.
What?
Espresso martini, other way around. Espresso martini she's ever had.
What's the difference between a martini espresso and an espresso martini?
It's called espresso martini.
Oh. I feel like a martini espresso would be an espresso that you put vodka in.
I think that's what an espresso
And
martini
the other
is.
way, no, I think the espresso martini would be a martini you put espresso in.
I think either way, it's the same thing.
Nah,
Mm.
it's different.
Well,
It's different.
she really liked the espresso martini. Best one, she said. She had one at the airport and said it was garbage. But she said the one at the...
Why? If you're expecting a fancy, I don't even care where. If I don't care where you go, I've been to, like, I think Wolfgang Puck has a restaurant in SeaTac,
Yeah.
and I used to go there frequently because when we were dating and stuff, I would hit that airport, and that would be the only place I'd go. Not because it had great food, because it had better food
Yeah.
than the other places. That's the only reason. It didn't have high end food.
True.
This is not like, I guarantee you, it's not like another Wolfgang
Yeah.
Puck restaurant,
Right.
but it has better
Yeah.
food than the other places. So I think that's where, yeah.
Yeah.
Airport. I don't think I've ever been to a fancy, really good restaurant in an airport ever.
Who's got time?
Well, what do you mean?
Not enough time to sit out in the airport and hope you get good food.
Well, I think that's the point. I
Yeah.
think they don't create a menu that's,
Yeah.
has those kind
People
of
sit there and
levels of
wait for
food.
half
Yeah,
an
you
hour.
gotta hurry.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put in here my good thing. One of my good things is our son CJ is turning in his assignments.
Woo! We're on week 1.
No. We're week and a half. Been there a week and a half.
Excited.
It was 7 days of school, and he's turning them all in on time. And I won't say all. He did have a little hiccup today, but I have to say, the taking ownership of turning in the assignments is a huge feat for a 16-year-old boy.
Yes.
So, kudos to that dude.
Yes.
I appreciate it because it's easier to have a conversation. Because when you're 16, school and your friends is everything. That's your
Yeah,
whole
that's all you
world.
got. Yeah.
That's your whole world, right? So when that kind of can be the factor that turns you, like you're stressed out about it,
Right.
because it's like you don't turn in some assignments, now you're bad. Now you're have a bad grade, and your parents are upset with you, and it's just like everything just sucks.
Yeah.
Screw it. Screw the world.
Yep.
So, it's been a decent week and a half. I'm hoping for more of this. He seems to have his head on right now. I mean, he's 16 and dealing with a lot of other things.
Right.
Just his body and everything. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But I have to say
That's
that's
awesome.
a really good thing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The other good thing is I got to go to Fresno this week, so I got to see people. The hard part going down to the valley is I'm going to miss somebody. And so I
Right.
always
That's
was like
hard.
rationing, and I'm never there for like, I'm gonna be there for a week. I'm like,
That's like me in
Hey,
the Northwest.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there for the next 24 hours, and I'm working 8 of them. Who wants to see me? So it's hard, but it's nice to I got to go there and hang out and see people.
Who'd you see?
I hung out with the M&Ms, which
mean-
is my brother and sister-in-law and their 2 kids, and I hung out with the Orlandos and Mariah. because she went with me.
Yeah, Mariah was
My trainee.
your partner in crime,
Yes.
partner in business.
She got beat up by a mosquito, so that was rough. It was hilarious.
How many mosquito bites you get?
She got 3
Mm-hmm.
at the audit appointment. There
Did
was
they-
like this tiny mosquito hiding under the table, and she had her hand down there. She thought it was like fur, and it was like, and it bit her on her fingers, and then it bit her on the arm. And I was like, "What's happening right now?"
She's playing with a mosquito.
So then she started fighting the mosquito. I said, "Mariah, you can't fight mosquitoes when people are in the room. You gotta wait till they leave. So you look crazy, especially considering no one can see it but you." So, but that was fun. It's been good.
At least, I mean, she doesn't react like you do, but that's
No,
good.
she's more calm than I am. Because when
Well,
I saw it, I was like,
I mean, even well, your body reacts to those things completely differently.
mine get like this big.
Bruises this
It's
big
awful.
is how much? How big for people that are just listening?
Big. Like golf ball size.
It does create like a pretty large bump.
Yeah,
and
it's
a
awful.
bruise.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's pretty wicked.
All right, what you got? What's your last one?
My last good thing, well, my second and last, is I returned to the mat this week. I
Yes.
did. I went back and got my butt kicked, but at jiu-jitsu, but I truly, truly, truly felt like I was dying.
Yeah.
It was one of the hottest days.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It was like 100 degrees out at that time, and this is like 11:30 in the morning. So I think it got up to 106, 107 that day. But I did get on the mat. I did reunite with some people that I talk to like a few times a month, but I don't go see them
Yeah.
because they're jujitsu guys, right? So it was really nice. It was probably one of the most humbling experiences in my life because, you go in there and go, my body used to be able to do this. I used to feel like this wasn't death. Why does my head feel like it's going to explode? I think my favorite comment that I made, of course. No. What was it? I think we can get to that towards the end too,
Okay.
though. But I think my favorite conversation was we did the training part. And then at the end if you know anything about jiu-jitsu, you do training, you do moves, you do warm-ups, and then you have to actually spar.
Right.
So it's called rolling.
Yeah.
Two people get up and they fight. There was a 6-minute round and do all those kind of things. And I was like, I'm not doing that. That's too much. And then my instructor, Chad, he goes, well, we got to do one round. I was like, okay, I wasn't going to do any rounds. He goes, otherwise you just exercised. That means you didn't train. And I was like, you're totally right. So those kind of people are very encouraging to me. So yeah, we'll get to that later. But that was really very humbling. Felt good. I hurt all over. I have a couple small
In the
bruises.
best way.
I have some small bruises, but my muscles hurt in a good way.
Nice.
Very good way.
That's awesome. Good job. I know we came back on Wednesday and I was like, oh, I think he did it. He went.
Yeah, she drove home and I wasn't here, but I did send you a picture of where it
Yes.
was. I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm here.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. I may have ran out afterwards, take a picture of the logo on the building and run away.
That's hilarious.
No.
That's awesome. All right, I like it. You ready? You ready for the next one? You ready to complain about some things?
Oh, I thought you had two good
I
things.
did do two. I went first.
Second.
It goes like this. Back
Yeah.
and forth. Me, you, me, you. That means you just ended on your second one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
truly
back and
listen
forth
to you.
goes.
I do.
I don't think you do.
No, I just go back to the recordings. I just watch them back, listen to them back, so I know what's going on with my wife's life because
Nope.
I don't listen in the moment.
Obviously not.
All right, so we're just going there.
Yeah.
All right.
I just added to my rants this week. Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week.
All right, how many have?
I only put. I mean,
You got two?
mine are kind of general.
Okay,
So
I'll go with mine first. Reason I wasn't here yesterday. Because grown people can't figure out how to use Zoom. That's number one. The
Oh,
amount
my
of
God.
times that we had to tell people you were sent the link to the Zoom in your email, or crazy thought, click on the link in your calendar. You're a grown person. We've been living off Zoom for 3 years now. And here we are, 20 minutes into this meeting, and people still can't figure out where the link is.
Well, not only that, but
It made me
we
go mad.
went. How many years did we do shelter in place and online learning through Zoom classrooms?
A year and a half, too.
Okay, so this person, specific person,
Yeah.
is a teacher
Yeah.
that taught.
But it wasn't just it wasn't just him.
No,
there was like 4
him.
people.
There
was like 4.
2 of them are teachers.
That is true.
At that same school.
That is true.
So,
and then also people who have meetings like this when it could have just been an email. Literally, the whole thing that I learned from this email is I'm going up 4th and I have 2 minutes to talk. I'm like, you could have told me this in a message. Why are we sitting here discussing this? Nobody cares. I shouldn't say that. You guys care. I don't care.
I do think that's because I think we've said that before, and this is before we did Rant of the Week, but it was, why are we having stopping like productivity to sit and meet about something that one person could have sent out in an email and just say, you need to verify you read and understand this email.
Yes.
That's it.
Because my understanding, it was supposed to be a planning meeting. I thought we were planning for what we wanted to get accomplished this year.
Very specific
as I don't care, as a board. Nothing I'm saying is secret news. If you go to any of our meetings, we talk about it. But I thought this was like a planning event, and it was only planning what we were gonna say at a meeting that's coming up. And I was like, I was prepared to plan for the whole year. The meeting, I felt like, could have been 15 minutes if we were just talking about planning. I don't know why we were there for an hour.
Nobody plans for the year.
I did.
In those things.
I planned
in those
for the
things. Year. Nobody plans for the year.
I thought we were changing. I thought we was going to be a new year. New year, new us.
Hey, but as soon as I left, here you go.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
So again, maybe piggyback on that. Here's my rant. Complaining with no action. What are you doing to fix that?
About the Zoom?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing to, that issue that you're having with that specific thing? What are you doing to fix that?
You want my actual response?
I didn't know this was your rant. But I really did say my rant was complaining with no action. And then I have some other.
You know what my action was? My action was, once I realized that I didn't have to be at this meeting anymore, I left the meeting. And then I started working on the things that I have to do I planned my year out.
Yeah.
And actually, I planned while we was in the meeting because no one asked me anything. So I planned my year during this meeting and made it my own planning meeting for myself. And at the end, I emailed them and I said, here's my plan for this year. If you guys want me to add anything, let me know.
And hopefully some of them read their email.
I got 2 responses out of 8.
Because I have to look at that too. It's like
4 responses.
I'm complaining with no action. It's kind of a, how do you say it? When somebody doesn't, and I think it's kind of like, I don't know how to get into Zoom, or that link doesn't work, and you've done nothing to remedy that. Right. Yet you know that the meeting's coming up. You know it's a Zoom meeting.
Yes.
We watch this, was it Court Cam or whatever like that? Like sitting there like, well, I was downloading the Zoom or downloading the software.
Right.
That's why I'm late. That's why I'm late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is court.
Right.
And it's also a meeting. Like, if I have a meeting at like 10 a.m., I'm making sure I'm doing sound tests and sound checks at probably the closest to the time, probably by 9:30.
Right.
Like 30 minutes before, I'm making sure everything's good. Because every time you open up software right during the meeting, running updates. And then you're
all the time.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Yes.
So 30 minutes before your meeting, if it's an online meeting, you go ahead and make sure your stuff's ready. Now,
unless if it's Teams, because it doesn't matter.
Teams, I have a rant about that in the past one. But this is more about people being prepared.
Yes.
Right? So 30 minutes before the meeting, I feel Teams was working and then didn't work at the point. But if 30 minutes before it wasn't working, I'd be like, I have some time to troubleshoot. Yes. And then 15 minutes before, I'm going, hey, guys, can we use something else? Can we do a phone call? Can we, let's not do it, right at our meeting time. So we can complain about those things and the software things, but if you were having an in-person meeting, let's say in-person meeting, no electronics, would you be printing your agenda at 10 o'clock when the meeting's at 10 o'clock?
Most people, yes.
No, I'm telling you that you wouldn't.
A lot of people.
You wouldn't be at the printer in the office at 10 o'clock when the meeting's at 10 o'clock printing it. So the concept applies across the board, where it's digital, whether it's digital or it's physical.
So you on my rant or your rant?
No, I'm on mine. Complaining with no action. That's why I said piggyback, and I was joking about like, what are you doing? But I was like, it's not relevant. Mine. But complaining with no action, that's one of them.
I'm a massive complainer without action. I enjoy complaining about things.
But
But I also don't really want to do anything different.
but it doesn't change your life,
No.
right? I was
No,
like,
no.
I don't. If I complain about something, I'm gonna fix it because it's something that's bothering me.
Yeah.
You know. So,
Like
but I
the
mean,
friggin' cardboard boxes.
okay.
I
It
complain
doesn't
about
bo-
them all the time.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, you gotta whip your husband into shape.
he doesn't listen.
You gotta
So
find
upsetting.
you gotta find a better way to train him.
There's no way.
I mean, you could.
No.
Oh, there you could.
I've tried.
Oh, I promise.
I've said
you
I'll
could.
buy you a guitar. I don't care.
You've never
It just
said
comes
that.
in a box. I'll put it back in the garage.
You've never offered a guitar.
Why would I have 80 guitars behind you?
8. You
Same
didn't say 80.
thing.
8.
You gotta read Keith's message. It's funny.
Keith's message. All right. I read messages poorly. All right. Hate Zoom, but yeah, I'm a grown ass person. I can click and look in a camera like the best of them. Yeah, you can. We've done Zoom stuff together, Keith. Like, it can work. I mean, it's not the best case scenario, but sometimes it is the case scenario.
Yeah.
So it's what you've got.
All right, ready for my next rant? I'm gonna try real hard to. I can't. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why it bothers me so much when like we offer the opportunity to do what we do to multiple people, right? And there's certain people.
Oh, you do as a company?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there are certain people who are like, yes, super interested. They go through the whole process. Then you're like, okay, cool. Here's what you need to do. And then you send them an email, all the instructions, and they say nothing. Nothing. They don't say anything. They don't say, I'm working on it. They don't say anything. And then like a month goes by and they're like, hey, I was wondering, is that position still open? Why would it still be open is my question. I'm confused on why you would think that without like any word from you for a month and then be like, hey, I'm ready to get started. Unless I said, take all the time in the world. I don't understand like not saying anything for a long period of time and then coming back and saying, okay, I'm good now. I think it's weird.
I mean, is that, they have, what do they call it? Quiet quitting? Is that quiet hiring? Quiet
I guess.
onboarding?
They're like, I'm back. I'm like, but you're back where?
You were never here. You were never here.
Right.
Like, if you don't, I always look at it, it's like, oh, because I know exactly what you're talking about. But if you offer somebody something to do and you say, hey, do it, and then they don't do it, and then ask you, is that still available? No, I gave it to someone else.
Right. And my
Like-
thing is like, obviously, because it's happened more than once, we need to put like a time frame on it. I just feel like as an adult, if it's been a month and you haven't said anything and we haven't reached out to you because we're not going to, like it's your thing, why would it's been a month? That's a long, like 2 days, 3 days, even a week. I get that. But like a month is a long time to not say anything and then be like,
'Cause-
here I am.
Yeah, and if you listen to our shows, you know that ghosting is just being a dick. It's like, and that's professional. What is it called? Professionalism, professionally, because you can't say professionally ghosting, but I guess
Man.
ghosting in a profession.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so strange
I
to
find
me
it so odd.
because
and
you burn so many bridges.
Yeah.
Because realistically, right now I probably have 2 people. This is no joke. Probably within the last 30 days, have asked me for either a letter of recommendation or can I use you as a reference because we've worked together, we've done projects together, those kind of things. And some of these people I haven't talked to in over a decade.
Huh.
And I was like, yes, because they were really good at their job. They were very, but they reached out and said, hey, I use your reference. I said, yes,
Yeah.
very much so. Because in that time frame, we were very good. We ended on great terms. You didn't ghost me. You didn't, all that kind of thing. But I remember people that ghosted me.
Right.
And then you ask me for like a recommendation because it's
I
going to come
can't.
up.
Right.
They
I
can't
know.
come up and they can't put it in their profile
Yeah.
anywhere on LinkedIn or anything like that saying that they did work for you because
Right.
they didn't. And if they do, oh yeah, go ahead and call me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I was like,
just find
you're
it
going to
odd.
burn a bridge.
Yeah.
Why would you burn a bridge? You won't burn a bridge if you say, hey, I don't think this is for me. Can I reach out
Right.
to you on a later date
Right.
when I have maybe some more mindset
Yeah.
towards this? I was like, that's a good skill. right?
Yes.
But if you just stop communicating with somebody, we're done.
It's so odd for me. I don't
You're
know.
done.
Anyways, those
How
are
do
my
people
two.
survive that way?
No, I don't know.
Those are the same people that do somewhere actually do well.
Oh, well, I think it's also because they already have a job, so to
Which
them
is
it's
totally
like
fine.
this isn't. And I feel like some people don't realize that this is not just like a side gig. Like this is our business.
This is what you do for a living.
Right. So
it's your
not-
side gig.
Right.
But we do this for a
yeah.
living.
So it's like no, we take it seriously.
So it's like, oh no, sorry. I've had that a few times. It's like, well, I know that there's a thing today, but I was like, no, you're contracted to be there. I'm paying you like decent amount of
Real
money
Yeah.
to be there, and you're gonna tell me it was like, I just don't feel like it. It's not my thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is my company, and you're just not gonna show just because you don't feel like it. And then they'll ask us like, hey, I was wondering if I could do any more of your. I was like, you didn't do the other one.
Do the first one.
Or it's like, I told you didn't do a good job. Why
Right.
would you ask for more?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
All right, what's your other
That's all I really
Okay.
had. Mine was complaining with no action, because I think we have, and I kind of put down next door
one? Love that
because
stuff.
I mean, next door is a thing, but it's more for comedy relief for me,
Yeah.
because that's all you see
Yes.
is complaining with no action. And there's so many things that we want to complain about as our neighborhood. And we've talked about, I think we mentioned the 311 call,
Yeah.
right? I was like, there's so many things in the area, like lights out and those kind of things, and everybody's complaining about all of it. What'd you do
Nothing.
to fix it?
Right.
Did you call anyone?
Yeah.
Well, they're never going to fix it. You have no idea.
You should try it. They're kind
Give
of
it a shot.
Yeah, something.
So that was kind of my overview of complaining with no action.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. I like this next one. I like telling you guys what's happening in your area.
What's up in you?
Your
area.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to start off with Washington first.
Oh.
They have a festival of fun at the Hands-On Children's Museum.
Is that an Olympia?
Yeah,
Olympia or
Olympia.
Tacoma?
Olympia, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to
It
say.
is an Olympia.
I went from Olympia to Tacoma and put them together, and it didn't even have either one in there.
Yeah, I was confused.
It's more Olympia
Yeah.
than Tacoma.
Yeah. But in Tumwater, I don't know
Uh-oh.
if Brian's on, but they're having the Tumwater Artisan Brew Fest, 150 beer samples. Ooh.
How? What?
In Tumwater.
Oh, that's not good.
I know.
That's not good.
So that's the message.
I want to be there.
Okay. In Fresno, Air Supply's got to be there.
What?
Yeah.
Do you
Random.
know? Would you know one song by Air Supply?
Nah, I mean, probably, but I couldn't tell you.
That this human.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go
We had
back.
a rough Duran Duran moment yesterday.
Yes, I was very like yesterday.
I know who they are.
No, you don't.
Yes,
I
knew.
played a song. It's like no,
I knew
no,
one. I knew
no.
two.
You knew one song out of like 20 that I played.
I think it was two. I think
It was one ish.
I think I knew. I think you're right. It may have been like one in a chorus or something.
She didn't even know of you to a kill.
Still don't know. I don't know what you're saying. It's like you're speaking alien.
Ugh.
All right. So they have Air Supply.
Hurt my
Then, which I
spirit.
thought was hilarious, there is, I didn't write down the place. There's a cornhole tournament. Chargers fans versus Raiders fans only. And I thought that's hilarious.
That's great.
I know.
I think that's great.
I thought it was
where's this
funny.
at?
In Fresno. That's as much as I didn't write down the name. I
Oh,
just said that.
But I was like, that's really cool.
I know, it
I
was
think
funny.
that kind of theme thing, especially with football season, just the preseason starting up.
Yeah. I thought it was great.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I
good.
want to say it's at a brewery because that's always something they would do.
Oh, totally.
All right. Houston. There's an Astros game. I know it's pretty general, but they have an Astros game. I think it's against the Mariners, by the way. And then
Hey!
they have a comedy showcase at the Riot
It's also
Comedy
Northwest.
Club comedy show. And they have the high school reunion tour with Snoop, Wiz, and Too Short, which sounds fun, except for there's also, I think, a hurricane coming in and it's hot.
Oh,
But other than that-
okay. Other than that, you're fine. And it's Hurricane Clinton.
No. Stop
Yeah.
it. It's Hillary,
Yeah.
not Clinton. Okay, Sacramento, you ready for this? Here we go.
Can I just put my one in here? Because
Oh, you
I
have
want to do
one?
just one little what's up in your area.
Good.
So it's the farmer's market's going away within a month or so.
September, yeah.
Especially so if you're in like Sacramento area, swing up to Natomas and see our boy Lions in Paris as he spins up there. He DJs
You
there.
haven't even seen him yet.
I'm going this. What day is it? Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturdays at the farmers market. I
Before noon.
have not been there once, and I feel really bad.
You should.
I haven't seen him spin since Oktoberfest of last year.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So, Lions in Paris at the Natomas Farmers Market here in North Natomas, North Natomas Regional Park.
Yes.
Go check it out and get some food too.
And maybe Scooter might go.
I'm going this week. Saturday?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before noon.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll be there 11:55.
All right. So at track 7, make that face. School.
Which track 7?
I think it's this one. School of Rock House.
What's this one?
The one in Thomas.
Okay.
This one, obviously.
What do you mean this one? They just people listening
People
is like
should
this
know.
one. It's
Yeah.
this one.
I already said
This
that.
track 7. The one that I'm pointing to.
Yeah, this one. They're the School of Rock House
Stop
Band.
it, David.
I think I wrote that down wrong. School of Rock House Band Extravaganza. I don't know what that
What?
means, but it sounds cool.
Hold on. What?
I don't know what it is. It's the School of Rock House Band Extravaganza.
School of Rock House, or is it School of Rock?
I don't know.
That's two completely.
I
different
didn't
things.
split the word, so I think it was Rock House.
Okay, I was just curious.
be
'cause
wrong.
School of Rock is like
I know.
legitimate across.
Yeah,
the
I know,
country.
but I don't know if that's what it was. Anyways, that's up the road, and then there's a banana festival at Land Park on
What?
Sunday. There's a banana festival,
Where?
Land Park.
Why?
I don't know, but it's all things bananas.
What? Why?
I don't know.
There's got to be a reason.
I have no idea.
Why
I want to go.
bananas?
I know.
Like, why
I think
in
we
the
should go.
end of August there's a banana?
I
What?
just like it's banana season. I don't know.
When is it?
It's on Sunday.
We're gonna do all that and work and go to the 2 meetings and go to the party
Yes.
all in 2 days.
Yes. Wait, what? That's only on the 20th. That's just one day.
Whew. If you actually, I mean,
Steve Valerie said bananas are awesome.
I agree.
That's why.
We have a banana every day. Potassium, baby. We put it in a smoothie, but still, we have a banana
I
every day.
still think we should go. At least stop by just to see what it's about.
I'm just like, I mean, if you saw our calendar,
That's fine.
it's full. But well,
Throw one more in there. We haven't even made the other appointment for Sunday yet. Just toss it in there on the way.
because Sarah's a time traveler. She thinks she's a time traveler.
I am.
I can be there in 30 minutes, even though the travel time's 45.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
Listen, I'm not gonna say I've done it, but I've done it. This Tuesday killed me though. It was not right. The drive to Fresno was bananas. It should only take funny bananas. It should only take like 2-ish hours. 2 hours, like 15 minutes, I think, max to get to
It's like
Fresno.
3.5.
It should not.
No,
but
it
did.
took you
yeah.
like 3.5,
and it
4
took me
hours.
off the freeway, back on the freeway because there was like construction. So it was like, it's going to save you 15 minutes. I'm like, I guess.
15 minutes off of 4 hours, huh?
I told Ryan as we're driving, I was like, why is the time increasing as we get closer? Like, what's happening right now? It was awful. Anyways. All right. Those are my what's up. What's up in your area?
What's up in your area? Yeah, that's all I really had.
All right. You want to
Or-
refill before we go to a shout out? You want to shout out and then a refill?
I'll start the shout out.
Okay.
And you can do a refill while I do start the shout out.
Okay.
Shout out!
Woo!
All right. This is our little segment where we like to give out, little tidbits about stuff that we like and the stuff that we're into and people, stuff, things. Sometimes I've shouted out like Road. I don't know why, because I like their stuff these days. But he's probably in there. But Keith, I'm going to give a big shout out to Keith Carmona, who's in there, who his Kickstarter was successful and he's getting all of his books ready and sent out. And I'm going to meet up with him soon to get my books because I supported him in his endeavors. So some of the people in our chat, they actually do some pretty dope stuff, not just listen to our show because that makes them dope already. But yeah, so check out his stuff. I'll probably put a link that I will always, anytime I do a shout out, I usually try and find their social media link and put it in the description after the live show. So make sure to look at that. Even if you're listening to this in a podcast, you can look at the description. There should be social media links. There will be one for Keith. So go check out what he does. He's also a teacher. He's also moving soon. Really cool writer. Doesn't just write standard literature, but writes comic book for comic books. So it's really, really cool stuff. So that's my first one.
You have more than one?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So this is like my good thing also moved into my shout out. So like shout out one to the M&Ms for letting me stay at their house this weekend and join their chaos. My brother and his family are like, they're hilarious and crazy and just always so hospitable and loving. And so I love visiting them. And then my Orlandos, who I feel like I've known forever.
You can't share them. I mean, it's just
I
they're
can't.
just yours
They're just
now.
mine. Sorry. But hanging
Wow.
out with them, we only hung out for like, I should say only. I think I was there for like 4 hours. But they just refuel my soul. And not we just talked and watched soccer and ate food. And it's just awesome. Every time I go there, I just feel like, I feel better now. This is good. I'm happy now. So those are my shouts to them. And then, one more. Shout out to John. We know that you can still hobble around on your foot. So stop acting like you can't do it.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
John with no H. You took the H. Oh, you took the H out of your name to give it to Sarah. Good job.
That's not funny.
Oh.
Sarah always has an H.
Yeah,
I'll have
if you
2
took it from
H's.
John's.
No.
No, come on. I mean, we did discuss that a little bit today. It was like there's some stubbornness and opinionated people in our realm of humans. John's one of them. I am definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Very strong opinions, very stubborn. So yeah, kudos to you hobbling around on a foot that's broken.
Seriously.
Go get it fixed.
I don't think you can. Your
And
foot. You just
keep
have to let it rest.
Depends on what bone it is.
I have a picture. You want to
I think you have to. I think you have. I mean, if you splint it, because I've broken a toe, I've broken a finger, and yes, I mean, especially if you don't do anything, you're like they can't even splint it anymore if you've let it set too long. It was my pinky.
I don't know who's going to handle. I don't know how long he has to be off work, but I don't know who's going to handle it.
Oh.
He's going to drive Valerie crazy.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, and the kind of, I think we can piggyback that in a sense. I don't know what piggybacking means.
Me either, but you keep saying it.
Yeah, it's kind of like every time that I've heard like I think it comes from some of the corporate meetings and kind of stuff for retail and stuff. Like, I'm gonna piggyback off of that idea. And I was like, that's me saying, good idea. Mine's better.
Oh, is that
I
what
think
you just said?
no, I
now?
feel like that's what it meant back then. That's not what I'm
You're
meaning
taking
now.
it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. My other shout out is on a similar level for you talking about going down there and hospitable and all those things. The shout out is those people in your life that even though you don't have like minds, you don't have similar, just normal whatever. You're not similar people, but you always have something in common.
Yeah.
And so you always keep in touch and those types of things. So I have to give a big shout out. First of all, for Colo and Buena Vida Jiu-Jitsu for still accepting me, even though, I haven't been there in a year, haven't really seriously trained for over 2 years, realistically. So thank you for that. Big shout out. You got to check out that facility because the vibe in there is not what do they call them, lunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not lunky. It's very trained. It's very mindset, body. It's super rad. But I have to go. So thank you for that. But I have to say for Chad and Carl because they were the guys that trained me up to my blue belt.
Right.
And then probably 2-3 months after my blue belt, I just kind of fell off into the world and a lot of stuff happened. Life stuff happened, and I wasn't too busy. My brain wasn't right, but they kept in touch. And I have to say, after 2 years, even over 2 years of me not training with them on a weekly or every few day basis, they've still established to be my friend.
Yeah.
Like I can honestly say those two humans, even though we don't connect like every day or every week or every 2 weeks, they're my friends. Yeah. So shout out to those people that, no matter what, they see a common spirituality in a person or a common vibe or a commonality that's like I think I said this to Chad while I was there. It was like, if you don't show up with iron and I have iron to sharpen your iron, we need to do something different. And I think people that challenge you and have a strong opinion, but it's not offensive and doesn't have a ton of isms in it.
Yeah.
That's iron sharpening iron. That's looking at a different perspective in a way that really promotes you to think more, grow more, learn, that type of thing. So, long story long, Chad, Carl, Colo, Buenavida, thank you for still allowing this dude to show up.
I like it.
Sweat all over your mats.
Yeah, he's a
You're
sweaty
welcome.
human. I liked it. Good job. Why your arms crossed now? Do you feel vulnerable?
Yes.
Oh,
So I'm closing
you
myself off.
cried
now.
more than that before.
I didn't cry this time.
You just cheered up. It's fine.
Did I?
Yeah.
Are they shiny?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
fine. They're glistening. I don't have any more. Those are my.
Oh,
shout-outs.
well, then I'm going to add a segment because I'm just going to do this.
No, you're pulling a Sarah.
Yeah, but I'm not putting a sounder in here.
Oh no.
Okay? And this is something we're going to do from here forward.
Okay, I'm scared.
It's called Song of the Week.
Ooh, do I have to be prepared?
Not this time, but
Oh.
I'm going to put you on the spot. So today you have to come up with one.
Okay.
I will do it first because you usually make me just come up with one or stand there, new segment, But I'm going to do a little, at the end of our shout outs, I think we should do a song of the week. Because there's usually a song that did something for you during the week.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear it in the bathroom or there's one song
Yeah.
just like, whoa. And Sarah's doing that. I have to say, my song of the week, you have time.
I good. I already have it.
Oh, look at you. So,
Hi, DK.
hi, DK. We're going to do this brand new segment. I came up with it right now.
All right, what you got?
Song of the week.
Okay.
Might Love Myself by Beartooth.
I don't know it.
You have to listen.
Okay, I'll write it down.
I sent it to my daughters, to Ariel and Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard a song, a love song, like a poppy, kind of hard rock pop song and it's a love song, about loving yourself.
Oh, that's good.
And oh my gosh, like, talk about an emotionally uplifting, because I really like the hard stuff that gets into your emotions. You're like, oh yeah, life sucks and you can get past it.
emo.
Rawr.
Yeah.
And breakdown. But I mean, that's kind of my
That
style.
is how they all sound.
I was
Yeah.
like, breakdown. That's a lot of my songs. Most songs have that in there somewhere.
true.
That is true. So check those out too. But this one, even by Beartooth, has some of those that are like that. But the band Beartooth and Might Love Myself, it's kind of like an emotional journey of, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional and I'm really in love and all this stuff. And then it basically goes to the part where, like, I really love myself. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So yeah, those people that deal with, mental health problems, like, I think we all do, but we don't admit, but I do.
Yeah.
With depression and all those kind of things, to find that kind of love for yourself in a song, in a love song, I was like, oh, super dope.
Nice.
It was great. Just
Aw.
came out. So
All right. So here's the issue. I am never as enthused about anything as Scooter is.
that might be true.
Ever.
Except when you see me.
That's true. I'm still not excited as you are about me. So,
Oh.
I mean, I just don't have that. Okay. But the song that has been in my bones for it's got to be 3 weeks at this point is Dancing with My Eyes Closed by Ed Sheeran. And
I caught her the other day.
oh, I sing it all the time. It is one of those songs. I mean, I'm still in this whole grieving still.
Yeah.
So every song about grieving just moves me. But it gets me every single time I hear it. And I'm like, oh, it's so good. And I was listening to Sirius XM today. And he has a whole channel at this point now. So they're promoting his channel and they were
That's true.
showing him they were playing him playing in the Hamptons this past week. And I was like, oh, it's so good. It's even better live. And I'm so excited. Also, I'm so excited. September 16th, we get to go see him live.
So I really enjoyed what you're saying, but here's the issue that I run into.
What?
Is for some reason that weekend, everything else in the world is happening at the same time.
It's a rough weekend.
Like everything.
What else is happening?
Like I don't. I just don't. I just wash it. I just push it.
Well,
to the
because I'm
side.
shipping you back on the 6th. After I'm shipping you back on the 17th.
Oh,
You're gonna
no,
fly
we're
home.
talking like 14th, 15th, 16th.
Yeah.
Like almost everything occurs those days
Yeah.
for
I know.
us for sure.
Yeah.
But then for every cool thing that's ever happening in the world, it feels
That's a bummer.
like there's just really cool. I think it's happening in Tennessee, like a bourbon.
Well, we weren't gonna go that anyways.
Oh, it's a 3-day festival of
We're
music.
not going.
If you saw the list,
We're
you
not
would
going.
go.
We're already going to Aftershock in October. And this is a no. This is a little. I shouldn't say no. We've been everywhere. This is a less travel year. We're not going to Bourbon Fest.
If anybody follows our social media, I was like, this is our less travel year.
This is a low travel year for us.
Like, she's gone 2 to 3 days
Low
out of
travel.
every week this month, and that's low travel.
Yes, we're not going to. We're not
We
going
were
to
in
Bourbon
San Diego.
Fest.
You were just in Fresno. You're going to where? Ontario area.
Yes,
We just got back. Oh, gosh, come on now.
low travel. Those are.
We've already been to
those are
Vancouver.
California
We've been
trips.
to.
Listen, I said what I said. We're not going to Bourbon Fest. That's the point.
It's not a bourbon fest. It's just I think it's the name of it. It's a 3-day concert, and I was like, oh, I could win tickets. They're not that expensive, and I was like, oh, I could really win these.
If
and I was
you
like,
want tickets, you should go.
I would not miss going to Ed Sheeran with you to go to a festival. I just would not do that.
Oh, that's nice.
There's no way.
Because I would
That's like-
definitely still go without you.
Right. I know. Well, not only that, but it was like, this is before, like, this is like during our courting stage when we were courting.
Who says that?
Courting?
Who? You're definitely almost 50.
No, I'm pretty much 50. I mean, it's less than a month. The before we were dating,
There you
we
go.
were just hooking up. I don't know. What do you want to put it at?
Sounds worse. Go back to courting.
Okay. We're in the light petting stage.
No.
Oh, heavy?
What?
Okay.
No.
So you were already into Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Like already.
Yes.
And he, at that point, I think he was just on the BBC radio. I don't even think he had an album out yet.
No, he
you know,
didn't. Yeah.
all you heard was some stuff on the internet. And I was like, wow, this guy's pretty rad. And now it's like stadiums and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And you've never seen him live.
No.
So we're
Super
sitting here.
excited.
Yeah. So there's no
And
way I
then-
would miss that kind of thing. To see your face lose your mind.
Yeah, I'm going to lose it. I'm so excited.
She's going to cry so much.
Yes. And then, so my thought process, he's been doing like all of these like side gigs along his tour. And
Oh, yeah.
somebody that he's touring with
always a
is
thing.
doing a show in Sacramento. And
We're
I
going
was
to
like,
that too.
we should buy tickets to that just in case he shows up. So we did. Because they're only $20 a piece. So we're going to do that too. But that's all I have. Oh, you did your shout out. I did mine.
Well, it's also we'll do our song of the week.
Oh, song of the week. That's what we're doing.
I'm gonna do that. I'll write a ditty for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Also, that's just a tidbit of advice. If you are into a band or into an opening band or anything like that, show up like the day before and stay for the day after.
Yeah.
Usually because, especially if it's a festival or there's multiple people in there, always do that because they're playing local too.
Right.
And they usually don't, I mean, they sometimes announce it, but they don't announce it a lot,
No.
you know? So you can catch some really cool small venue favorite groups and bands that you love just at a local pub. Or, I mean, Bring Me the Horizon does in Europe a lot. I know Sheeran does it a lot.
We don't even look for people at Aftershock though, because we're so friggin' exhausted. We don't look at anybody doing after shows.
Why?
We're,
But
like, dead.
let's be real about Aftershock though. Aftershock is 4 days of metal music, metal, hard rock and metal. That there's nothing, just rock. It's hard rock and metal. But we don't go there for the headliners either.
That's true. I think we skip Metallica every day. We
I
tried.
know
We
that
tried
sounds-
one, and then we're like,
I was like, I've seen them I seen them in the 80s,
okay.
and I was like, they were awesome, and they was smaller and you know, smaller venues
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was super rad. But now it's big and it's awesome. It's cool to hear while we're
driving away.
Well, not even driving away. We're at line at the bar.
Oh, that's true.
And there's only like one person in line
That's
because
true.
everybody's at the concert. So like, hey, let's just party.
That was fun.
So that's something we do for that. But we like
Yeah.
the daytime ones because there's some there's always up and coming people that are pushing the envelope when it comes to music, like doing cool stuff, just experimenting and doing yeah, I'm really into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why Song of the Week, I think, needs to be a segment.
All right.
So I just made it happen. I did not tell you that was going to happen.
That's okay. I was
So,
prepared.
pew, pew, pew.
I always have a
Okay.
song.
Okay, so now we get into the. Or is there stuff going on in the chat? Because I see your
I know.
eyeballs.
There's words.
Okay, there's words, and every time that you read them, you misread the chat.
I
So let's
know.
do it again. What's going on in the chat?
So Ed Sheeran is going to be in Santa Clara September 16th. That's
Right.
where we're going to go see him at.
2 days after my 50th birthday.
Woo, woo. Yeah, it's literally the day after we move our kid into college
She
dorm.
going the 15th?
We don't know yet. I told her to pick the
14th
15th.
or the 15th,
Yeah,
right?
and then we leave her, and then we go to Ed Sheeran, and then I send you home, and then I drive back to the coast, and hang out in Santa Barbara for the day. I'm very excited. Work, what
Yeah,
are you do?
Then she's got to go back to work the day after. So
All right.
that was the question in the chat?
Yeah,
Is that what
and
you're
then
saying?
Fireball Carol said, "Look at all those games.
Oh, you
It's
have
a
no
problem.
idea. That's
Let's
just
see. It's an issue. You see
they
this?
keep
issue.
going. If you're watching the video, if you're listening to this in our podcast recorded, you can look at the video, but this is probably a fifth
Yeah, it's a
of
problem.
how many games that we own, and these are our playable ones though. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
These are ours. These are not my company's ones. So we have stuff in the garage. We have stuff for
Tell
our.
people that.
Oh, that's true. And our address is. You could probably look that up too. We're stupid like
ridiculous.
that. But we do have games, and they're all opened. It's fine. But if you want to play games, if you steal my games,
At least play them.
good on you because you went home and had some fun.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But we have a lot of games that are for our educational stuff and our training programs and that
All
kind
right.
of stuff.
You're gonna put your sounder, and then we're gonna take a
Oh,
shot.
what is? Oh, we go on to the next one.
Yep.
All right.
Advise me not.
All right.
All right. As we start Slanchava.
As we re-up our poppers.
Mm-hmm. So yes, and Fireball Carol, I apologize. We're having proper 12
Yeah, not fireball.
because sugar gets to me. I love my Fireball,
Ooh.
but oh my goodness,
Yeah.
the sugar goes to my head.
Yeah, I'd be asleep.
So, this is a segment where we used to be. We would discuss or we still crowdsource our topics. But we used to like decide on a topic and then go with the topic. What we've learned is she likes to blindside me, so we just went with it.
Gotcha.
So she gets to choose a topic. Mine's always blank. I have no notes. And she chooses a topic where she has like 30 notes in here. So
All right, you ready?
advise me not. And we're no experts on these topics. What we do is we give you our strong opinions, our advice, take it or leave it. Not a doctor.
Almost. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
She's not kidding.
Here's my advice, not how to get through burnout in work, in life, and
The
family.
video game?
No, you know, burnout. How to get through it, and then also, what does your burnout look like to you? We should probably start there, so then we can talk about how to get through it. I did a whole seminar on Wednesday, I think, about burnout, and I realized I
Attended.
am pretty dang close.
Attended.
Not I didn't put it on.
I know the way she phrased it was like, oh, she did a whole
I
seminar
didn't.
and did all. I was like,
I participated in.
because when she told me about it, I was like, you're hosting.
No.
I was like, I don't think you can do that.
I can't
In-
tell. I'm burned out.
in your situation. I don't think you can do
My
that.
situation.
Yes. Hour.
So I learned that I'm like, there's like, you're doing okay. Life's pretty good. You're not burnt out quite. You're a little stressed. You need to do something. You're going to get burned out. Get help. Right? Like those are like the phases. I'm like,
What are the phases again? I'm taking notes here. What is it?
It's like, you're
Not
good.
like, what are the phases?
I don't remember the full names.
Just tell me.
I can't tell you. I didn't write it
I'll,
down.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
First is
You're okay. You're good.
You're okay.
Second one, a little stressed.
little messed up.
Third one,
Third,
it's getting real. Let's call it that.
it's real.
Last one, you should probably get some help.
Did I spell real right?
Probably not. REAL.
I know, I was joking. But
Last one.
It's real. Last one was
Get
the last
help.
one. Get help.
Yes.
That's I don't understand.
So
That's what getting through burnout is.
no,
Not
those
what
are
burnout
the
is.
phases of burnout.
That's not a phase.
Yes, it
Getting help is not burnout.
Getting phased means you're burned out.
That
Burnt
means you're
out.
screwed.
No,
No, I was
it
like,
doesn't mean if you don't get help.
these
then
are
you're screwed.
steps to avoid burnout.
No.
That's a step to avoid. right? This is if you have self-reflection of any
Right. So step one was like, do you even know what your burnout looks like?
No.
I have a jacked up jaw right now because I've been stressed for a long time and I'm holding it in, and when I sleep I clench my jaw. So I'm like, I know I've left the stress phase. I'm in the it's getting real phase right now of my life, and I got to do something else because I can't have my jaw clenched all the time. It's just not a good sign. Also, I know when I get really annoyed, like everything that someone says to me, I just want to pop them in the mouth. I know I'm at that point where I'm like, ooh, I should probably do something different. All Scooter said was hi, and I just want to tell him to go somewhere and stop talking to me. So it's like grumpy, stressed, snappy. You get really tired, like tired all the time for no reason, but mainly because you're not sleeping well. You get anxious and then even like a little depressed about things, right? Is the sign that you're getting to like the point where you got to do something different. But like if you don't have the time, you think you don't have the time to sit down and have that conversation with yourself of like, why am I so pissed off about nothing? Why do I want to smack my coworker in the mouth because they said, how's it going? Like those are things.
No. Okay. And I'm going to say something. I was trying to kind of write down something funny, but it's not really that funny. But my getting through burnout, mine is more like my stages of burnout. I felt like that was the stages of burnout
Sure.
more than anything, but getting through it. But that's going to be kind of our advice.
Yeah.
Mine is don't sleep, sleep too much,
Fair.
drink more, shut down.
That's fair.
I mean, those are, you can see my burnout happening right there. Because not sleeping a lot, that usually means I'm working, doing some stuff, getting some things done, those kind of, and then all of a sudden I will just sleep too much.
Yeah.
Like I want to avoid the problem. And then I was like, I can avoid the problem by just drinking more.
Yeah.
Right. And then as I drink more and then I go, okay, now it's just total burnout time.
Right.
Shut down, quit everything. I don't care. Listen to music all day.
Yeah.
I'm out. So that was me, but that was just not it. It's meant to be humorous, but real at the same time, if I have to say, because if you've listened to any of these, you know about me and who I'm very, very open about my manic and my depression and my highs and lows and knowing when the lows are coming, even though you can't avoid them, they're coming. So I was...
Are you trying to multitask?
Yeah, I can't do that either. I understand that. But I was looking at, it was something actually Chad posted. This is something that I mentioned just a little while ago. And he actually posted it in his social media. And hey, he posted on social media. So it's for anybody to watch or look at. Lions in Paris. He's a DJ, but also a black belt in jiu-jitsu, who's one of my guys who's trained me to this big fat slob that you have in front of you.
You can do this.
This is what he said. He goes, some people are in grind mode, waking up today to hustle. Some are in healing mode, waking up to unpack trauma. Some are in mental health mode, waking up wherever they feel like it. Point is, none of us are waking up to the same day, but everyone is doing what they need to do to keep going.
Yes.
And I'm like, you jerk. Like, I do say that too, but I was like, we're all coming from a different place of something.
Yeah.
And whether you want to admit it or not,
right.
You could be on the verge of burnout.
But if you don't even take the time to realize that's, and another thing is like, do you listen to the people around you who are like, are you good? And you're like, I'm fine. You're like,
Or let's not even say, are you good? Let's just say somebody that you haven't heard from in a while or knows you, right? But you don't talk on that level. And they'll go, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Like, they normally don't ask that question.
Right.
Maybe you should answer them truthfully.
Yeah.
Maybe you should open up to them.
Yeah.
And if you'd open up to them truthfully and then they like stop responding, you're like, okay, we weren't ready. we weren't ready for that conversation.
So one of the things I feel like that I did learn from this is that you should get to take breaks. I think for a lot of people, if it's like you own your own company, you're working multiple jobs, you feel like it's all on you. You also feel like
that's a whole life.
I don't get to take a break because there's no time. I have this to get done, and
so
then the
true.
kids need this, and then this has to happen, and then I have to be here for this person. Like, you forget that you've sat down, right? You've sat down, and then as soon as you sit down, you go to sleep because you haven't actually taken a break. And sometimes it's a break from your family and your kids and your spouse and work and everything, and just sitting by yourself in a car for 15 minutes with no noise whatsoever. And that could be the break that you need. But sometimes I feel like we get to the point like we haven't earned that break. Like, what have I done
Oh
to
my
take a
gosh.
break for myself?
So
Like,
true.
why do I need a break and other people don't need a break? But my
Oh my
burnout is
God.
not your burnout. I've been
Right.
trying really hard. I try to take like micro breaks. I work a lot of hours, and I try to take micro breaks. I'm like, I'm going to go downstairs and get some water. I'm going to go downstairs and do whatever. I'm going to stop working at my computer for 5 seconds and see what the weather looks like.
Stare at a wall.
Something, right? But it's like, it's been really hard for me to be like, I need a break. My dog has to come get me and say, you should go outside. You're
Oh,
going
that's
to
so
lose
true.
your mind. But I think sometimes I get to the point where like, what have I done today that I should take a break? I haven't done that much today. Like, why do I need a break from something? I think understanding that it's okay to be like, I don't have to have a reason. I don't have to. I have been doing something for this long, so I'm going to stop doing it, and I'm going to sit down and do whatever I want to do for the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, and that's okay. Or even if it's a whole day of whatever you want to do, that's okay too. But like, if you don't start implementing whatever that break looks like, you're going to lose your mind. You're going to have that burnout to the point where like now recovery is going to be super hard. And then what are you going to do?
I mean, and I can only, and it's so hard because so many times in my day, realistically, I have so many distractions. Like, I have so many rabbit holes that I could go into, like my guitar videos. I could watch, my board game training. I could pick up my guitar and play my guitar, those types of things. But I push them to the side because I didn't earn that.
See?
And I do that pretty much daily. So instead of picking up my guitar and enjoying that time, when I say staring at the wall, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't earn playing
The
guitar.
joy.
You didn't earn watching that music video, or you didn't earn, whatever
Yeah.
you're doing. So I will sit at this table with a cup of coffee and just stare.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I didn't deserve. I won't look at my phone even.
Right.
I just stare because you didn't earn that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a sucky mindset.
It really is. And if you think about when you used to work for like a company and they're like, you're going on a break, it was like a forced break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now when you work for yourself
to
or
force
you
yourself
work
to
from
break.
home, yeah, no one's like, hey, don't forget to take a break. You're just like, oh, look, it's 3 p.m. and I've been working since 7.
Whoops,
I
didn't eat.
probably should have done something different.
When was the last time I peed?
Right.
Right?
The dog's got to go.
And I only can come from like, because I've gotten better. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Because I owned my first company when I was 19. I did floor covering, and there was a time where my body shut down. Like, maybe it's too much information. Whatever. I bruised my bladder. I had digestive problems. All this kind of things. Because if I'm not working, I'm not making money.
Right.
So don't go poop. Don't go pee.
Yeah.
You got to keep working.
Yeah.
You could do that when you've finished
day's
the
done.
job.
Right.
When you've finished the job, you installed all the carpet in the house. Now you can go home, drink water, eat.
Right.
So I wouldn't eat, but I would drink coffee, not go to the bathroom all day, and then eat at night and have liquids.
Yeah.
And I went to not emergency room, but I was like, man, I don't feel good. I went in there and was like, dude, everything's bruised. I thought I had a hernia because
Yeah.
it hurt so bad, but I
Yeah.
had bruised multiple organs because I forgot. And this is like, I was like, I think I was 21,
Yeah.
22. I was like,
And it's
oh,
like,
dang.
what did you gain from that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like a paycheck
Right,
here and there.
right.
And I was like 15 minutes
yeah.
of your day.
Right.
I had a kid and a wife at the time. So it was kind of like, guess I did have kids young, but we all know this by now. But yeah, if I would have known those things, if somebody would have told me those things, like, it's okay to take a break.
Right.
It's okay to relax.
Yeah.
It's okay to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think over the last, again, I'm going to talk about myself because that's what the show's about. Because Scooter's the first name.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Sarah
Oh.
and Scooter. Realistically, like the jujitsu thing, I didn't feel like I deserved it.
Yeah.
I didn't earn it. You know, those types of things. Going back and doing something for myself. You know, I'll buy stuff for myself, you know, because I can.
Right.
But then, I don't know. It's, what are you doing for yourself as a physical person?
Yeah.
Your mental, physical, emotional health
Right.
is on the line.
Yeah.
When you're going through burnout, you don't even know you're going through burnout.
Yeah. And then I think something to even ask yourself is like, are you willing to do something to reprioritize yourself and reevaluate your priorities right now in life? And that might be, I can't do this job that I'm doing. I liked it. It's great, but I'm working 17 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I am stressed and I'm tired and no one likes me. My family thinks I'm a crazy person. Like, are you actually willing to do something different?
Right.
Because if you don't, you will burn out. Like, it's not a matter of if. A body can't sustain being stressed that long all the time before it just crashes. And it might not look like what you think it's going to look like.
And when you're talking about like working 17 hours a day, like, or working 20 hours
Right.
or whatever, which is basically what you do.
That's not true.
So,
not
that's
true.
pretty true.
No.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
true.
like 12. It's only 12.
At what point, I look at it this way as like, you feel obligated to do that,
Yes.
right? Yet nobody has put that obligation on you,
True.
right? Right. And I'm not, I know it sounds like I'm going at her, but it was like, it's at me too, because I do similar things. But the trying to take you away from what you're doing for a living, you feel like you're protecting it. Like,
yes.
right? Like,
It's weird.
this is my sustainability. This
Right.
is what I do. And if I don't do this, and I'm talking about me too. I was like, this is directed, not just, this is at me too. If you don't take care of this, then the whole thing's going to crumble. We're not going to have any money. And you know, I want to look at everybody out there. It's like, if you have that feeling right now, you are not that important
True.
when it comes to the sustainability of what you're doing. What you are, what is it? How you are important is how sustainable you are to the people that care about you, the people you care about.
Yeah.
That's, at the end of the day, I think that's I've heard it multiple times. It's like, nobody at the end of their life, they're on their deathbed and they
Right.
go,
I wish I worked more.
I wish I would have worked more.
Yeah. I agree.
It's always, I wish I would have spent more time fishing, being with my family, visiting my grandkids, visiting my mom, visiting my grandpa,
Yeah.
visiting my friends.
But I think
that's everybody.
I think
Dan.
too, like for me, mine is a micro break because we take breaks. We go do things.
Yes, we do.
I haven't taken a day off, and I can't tell you how long.
Right.
I work on vacation, but I don't work all day on vacation.
True.
I work during downtimes because that's what pays for the vacation. But if we didn't go places, if I didn't travel for work, if we didn't have breaks and go on those vacations,
Should have switched careers.
my family would
On a
have
dime.
kicked me out.
No,
Number
you
one,
would have switched because,
you guys would hate me.
well, your goal. I mean,
Is to go on
we knew
vacation.
this at the beginning. You needed sustainability. We talked about this from the beginning. What are our dreams? And I was like, I want to change the world one person at a time, and I want to make a difference in this. And she's like, I want sustainability, comfort, and travel.
Yes,
I want to go see stuff.
all the time.
And I was like, awesome. So if your working that many hours didn't give you that,
Right.
you'd have quit.
That's true. I would have.
Yeah, you'd have
Yeah.
moved on.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, realistically, if I would have held you back the first few years in traveling and experiencing stuff, you're like, this ain't working, bro. I
That's very true. Because I already had that. I didn't want it.
was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. But yeah, so that's I don't even know if we talked about how to get through burnout, but I feel like we did, right? So it's like, know what it looks like for you.
Okay.
Listen to the people around you. when they tell you that you're stressed out and something needs to happen. Get help when it gets really bad. Because if you continue to stress out and do all the things that stress you out, no matter if it's work, it could be your hobby stresses you out, or your family, or somebody you're with stresses you out, or your animal. If you continue to do the same thing with the same people over and over again, it's going to stress your body so bad that something's going to happen.
If you get stressed out over your hobby, you've got issues. I've seen it. No, I've seen it. No,
it's like it's obsession.
I don't think I'm in the gaming industry. I'm in the gaming industry.
When your hobby really becomes an obsession.
I mean, it became a company, not an obsession.
Same thing.
But there are gamers out there that are so obsessed that it stresses them out.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that's not a good hobby. Like,
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, like, if having pets stresses you out, you should probably not have pets.
Right.
Why'd you bring pets into your life? Because we know those people too.
Yes.
It's like, I'm up all night and I was like,
yes.
I mean,
now if you've had children, that's on you. You can't go back now. I'm just sorry.
Well,
you made
either way, you made the decision.
But
like we've talked about that too. It's like you had sex, you had a kid. That's on you, bro. Like,
but you can ask for help in your village of like, hey, I love my kids, but they're stressing me out and I need a day off or an hour
that's
off
totally
or
different.
Something.
No, not if kids stress you out like all the time. That's what I'm saying. I was like, you're at the burnout stage. That's where you're kind of going, I'm burnt out. I've spent too many hours with this person and I need a break.
Yes.
Everybody needs that.
Yes.
Parents, your family, your moms, dads, cousins, sisters, brother, whatever. You need a break, bro.
Yes. I agree. All right, that's all I had for today. That was my
So how do you get through burnout? Did we ever get to that?
Yes,
or we just talk about it?
I said all the things.
You said all the things. So here's the perfect formula.
Okay.
Whatever Sarah said, do that.
Yes.
You're going to get through it. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you are.
She will.
You will too.
I will too. Again, these are just things we deal with. We burn out all the time.
Yeah. I shredded papers today for an hour and a half because
that's her staring at the wall. No, but they still need to be shredded.
Yeah.
Right?
They did.
You know, you could have had somebody else do it.
I literally was listening to PK and DK and to Ryan and shredding papers. Cause like, this is all I want to do right now in this hour.
Yep.
I'm just going to sit here and shred papers.
And I have to say, with the workload that I've been blessed with and the things that I've been working with and working on, I don't deserve that at this point. And I think that's a bad thing to watch shows and I don't deserve it right now.
That's weird.
I haven't earned it.
Why?
Well, because I feel like I'm behind on everything.
I've learned that you're always behind. I don't know anybody who's caught up. Find me someone who's like, I am caught up on work. I am good. I don't have to do anything for the rest. I mean, unless you're a state worker.
I've had those days ago, man, I cleared out my inbox. Well, my inbox for one of my 10 inboxes.
Right.
I cleared out one.
Yeah. You're never caught up.
I was excited when I cleared out one of my, I literally have 10 inboxes.
If I only took a break when I was caught up, I would never have a break.
True.
That's not okay.
I miss every live, realistically, I love live entertainment is my favorite thing. Live streaming, like Twitch, YouTube, it's my favorite thing. I haven't watched a live show in probably 2 months.
That's so weird.
Period.
I
and
know.
there's like 5 of them that I just didn't miss before that.
Yeah.
There's like 5 of them. And now I'm like, you haven't earned that.
No.
Because you still have this to take care of. You still have this to take care of. So this is cathartic for me, for sure.
Yeah.
But
I have 300 unread emails right now. I'm taking a break.
But I did say this to one of my trainers. I did say it to Chad. I was like, I decided Wednesdays are my day.
Yeah, good.
So no matter what, Wednesdays, I'm in the middle of the day. I'm off the clock.
Good. You should be.
I
like it.
I had put my phone in a bag 20 feet from me and didn't even look at it for an hour and a half.
Good. It's good for you. Look at that break. See? Staving off burnout. One jiu-jitsu round at a time. All right. Good job. Good talk. I like it.
That was fun. So do we want to go into a bonus round as I repeat the question? Because
I'll say you do bonus round. I'll read chat comments.
nobody has answered the question.
Such a good story. Anyways, you should. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Can
So
I read John? Oh no, let me read John's real quick.
okay, do it.
Oh wait, Fireball Carol says my breaks are between midnight and 1 a.m. Like all of them for the whole day. That seems like not enough breaks. An hour? That's lunch, isn't it?
That's binging.
Is that sleep?
That's binging. You can't drink all the Fireball between midnight and 1. Well, I guess you can, because I've done that. I was like, man, I have 4 beers and I didn't start drinking till 10. Let's go.
It's an issue. And then John said, I'm completely burned out. Stage 5, crash in, burn. I like your ideas, guys. Good job, John. And he says, cheers to newly prescribed high blood pressure meds. Yes. And no salt.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's another thing. And this is a suggestion, because I've seen it in many people. High blood pressure medication is so that you can get your stuff right. And it's not always about diet. It's also about movement. It's also about, your stress level and not being burnt out, knowing where your levels are at, those types of things. So I have struggled with high blood pressure since probably my early mid-20s. No joke. Okay. So yes, cutting out sodium or salt in your diet is a very quick fix, but it doesn't last, because your stress will take over that part and all that kind of thing. So yeah, if you mix a little bit of monitor your salt, do some exercise, take more breaks, do all of that, and take your medication so it can kind of level things out and get going. Oh, that's the key. You have to do all of them. What's the statement I've said for years is do everything in moderation, including moderation. Think about that for a second. That's my life.
I picked my 4 favorite questions.
So I created a whole deck of cards. Just give me one. I won't show the front.
Okay.
Just the back. Like a whole, look at this. Still like, sir. Created a whole deck of cards with, little statements on them and everything, so that we would pick them. We'd play a game, and they'd be random. Yep. Instead, she just goes through the whole deck. I spent at least 15 minutes doing this. I mean, that's a long time.
I like all 4 of these, so you could pick one.
Okay. But I still have to go to the question.
Oh, sorry.
So here's the actual question, guys. Is that all the comments in there that you want to?
And Bradley Hall says the devil's a liar. Yeah, that's true.
We know.
I know.
But whose devil is it?
I don't know.
The devil isn't always a liar.
All right, continue. What's your question?
He will coerce you.
All right, weirdo.
And whose devil?
Oh gosh. It's like asking about time in the Matrix. Continue.
No, right. And it's also we could go back to, what was it? It was who was it? Waterboy.
Oh gosh.
She's not the devil, mama. Come on.
Stupid. Okay.
That's a great one.
Good.
Okay, so the question, Sarah and I were in SLO with our daughter visiting the campus and doing everything for Cal Poly. The first question that came up was, what was Sarah doing when Sarah and Scooter got a little tipsy?
Not Sarah, just Scooter.
We took 2 different directions. We were in an Irish pub for hours, doing shots.
I was doing a puzzle.
That's true. But you took one direction, which is the correct direction. I took a different direction. She ended up picking up a piece of pizza. That was the question that was answered correctly. Mm-hmm. What did Sarah do on their way back? She added another question. The question was, what did Scooter on that same walk home, what did he walk on?
Yep.
On that same night. And if you get it right, we'll just send you some stickers, some fun stickers, and a keychain. I had to put a little keychain together because Jason Doobie made some chibis of us. If you see our little icons, they're very cute. Yeah, they have my iconic this. He said it was iconic.
It is. All right, you ready?
All right. Well, no, I'm not. We're going to do
it. Bonus round.
Valerie and John, it is not gum and is not bed of hot coals. Those are the guesses in the chat.
Bed of hot coals. No, I mean,
it's
so
better.
far,
better.
so far, Valerie has guessed water.
Yes.
Which most nights that's what I do.
Yes.
Gum, Does happen quite frequently, but didn't happen that night. Strangely enough. Bed of hot coals. Not that night.
Fireball.
No,
Carol
probably.
said bare feet.
Bare feet.
No.
Oh, the funny thing is, usually when I get very intoxicated, I
takes your
do
shoes off,
lose
but
my
not
shoes.
this
But
time.
that night, my
Crocs data. Oh
Crocs-
no, you had Chucks.
no, I'm at Croc slides.
Did you?
I have my
Makes
blue,
it even better.
like my blue
Ridiculous.
Crocs slides.
Oh,
never fell
wow.
off. Well, I don't want to say they never fell off my feet because, yeah, you got to listen to some of our old. It's only like 2 episodes ago. We do talk about that night, and they're my blue Croc slides are still in existence. They did not get destroyed that night. I'm very excited about that. I was like, I'm Crocs for life, baby. I am dead serious. Croc slides and Croc slides and flip flops. I love them because you can hose them off. They're so great.
He bathes his Crocs, by the way.
Oh yeah, I put them all in a bath, soap them up like once a month, make them all fresh.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a way to go.
It's not right.
Wait, did you post a picture of washing your Crocs? Oh, yes, I did.
Yes.
I put them all in a bathtub.
Yes, he did.
Nice soapy sudsy.
Ridiculous.
No, I don't want my feet smelling. I like my feet got to be fresh.
Okay.
Fresh feet.
You don't go anywhere. Who's smelling your feet?
People on the mat.
Every Wednesday.
Well, every Wednesday.
now here-
From
now-
here. Like,
All right,
seriously.
I got you.
Because I've been to jiu-jitsu and people like, why is that stinky ass foot in my face? Serious. They're trying to do an omoplata and I'm like, this foot in my face is very stinky.
Well, yeah. All right. What's your question?
Is that for you?
That's for you.
Well, hold on. Question. Okay. Bonus round.
Oh, no, he didn't step in that. No, no
Step it-
piles.
What do you
No
mean?
piles
What are you
of
talking about?
stuff.
Nobody can
Oh,
read that.
John said
in
her answer
audio.
is in the 2 emojis. Did you walk in those piles of...
Poop?
Yeah, no.
No. I mean, maybe, but that wasn't the story. The answer is in a prior one of these shows. Okay, so question number 1.
Yes.
What's the story behind one of your scars?
It's a good one. I would say bye to Bradley Hall. Bye, Bradley Hall. They're leaving.
Bye. Thanks for coming in, dude.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
All right. I, oddly enough, only have 1 scar. Is that weird? I only have 1.
Are you sure?
Yes. I didn't get hurt very often when I was younger. Hardly ever. Which is funny because I'm very clumsy. But not enough to leave scars. That's not true. I have 2 scars. Which one do you want to know?
I mean, I probably know. I know the hand one.
Yeah. I only have hand and forehead. That's the only 2 I have. Hand.
I know both of them. I was there for the forehead.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do hand. I think I already talked about forehead. So I was living in a house in Fresno, and it was an older house, and they had just painted before we moved in. So I went to open up the window, and I couldn't get it to open. So I was trying to use leverage against the ledge and against the glass, and I was so strong, my hand went through the glass, and it cut my hand open, and I was like, because I don't like blood. And then I go to the emergency room and get stitches. And my poor kids, I had to leave them there with my sister and then go to the emergency room by myself because put my hand through a window. Yeah, it wasn't awesome. I know. I was like, I've never seen like the whites of your hand on
Yeah,
the
it's gross.
inside. I was like, what is that?
That's gross.
But you can't cry because your kids are watching. You have to hold it in.
I don't have big scars like that.
You don't have any scar.
Oh, I have scars, but not big ones.
Okay, go do your knee scar. What's that from?
Which
That's a
one?
good story. Your knee scar.
Which one?
The pig tendon.
Oh, that wasn't a pig tendon. It was a cadaver.
Okay. From a pig. Oh no, you had a human?
It was a human cadaver.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, a
For some reason I thought it was
younger
the
gal died,
Oh, don't.
so I got
I
her.
mean, okay, tell the story, not that part.
All right. Oh, so yeah, I have a couple scars on my left knee because they, cut in, drilled holes in my bone, and replaced my ACL.
No, that's not the story. How did you bust your ACL?
So realistically, here's what one night, I was I had a roommate named Ben, his house, and we used to like to play Rock Band a lot. So one night we were playing Rock Band, and I always liked to either be the singer or the bass player / singer, and I could make it even longer.
Don't make it longer. Just go.
But the drummer, we were just doing like, I was the bass player kind of thing. And we're, you know, if you ever seen a concert, it's always the bass player and the drummer rocking out together. Like, whoa, we're rhythm and awesome. And we're doing this. And I was like, whoa. And I was literally taking fireball shots. It's not a joke. I was actually taking fireball shots that night. This was many years ago too.
Yes.
Fireball shots were like when it first came out. Fireball shots and Coors Light.
Ew. Okay.
Well, because it's like
Yeah.
anything more than that, I'm ripped
Right.
with Fireball. So Fireball shots, Coors Light, and I'm like, and I'm playing my bass. You know, it's fake, but it was boom. And then I pour the Coors Light over his head. Mosh pit ensues.
Yes.
He grabs me, flips me over. My leg is still planted.
Oh. Ugh.
Big pop.
So gross.
So yeah, I still finished the set of Rock Band that
Yes.
night. I got back up after I punched him in the face with my elbows because I was like, dude, that hurt. So I was like, boom, boom. I got back up, finished the set, and later that night, my girlfriend at the time was like, "What's wrong with your leg?" And it was like, whoa. It was very large. She's like, you need to get that looked at. I was like, oh wow. So ruptured my ACL, got that worked on. Yes, and it was of a cadaver of a human.
Okay.
Because I got a choice of either could take it from my meniscus in the front, underneath your kneecap. They could take a sliver. I was like, don't take a part put in another part. So I was like, that person's dead. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. Is like they donated it, so I was like, put it on my knee. So yeah, so my left knee is actually more stable than my right knee, but it does every once in a while. It does.
Yeah.
It does irritate me every once in a while.
So I was trying to, Valerie said, what's Rock Band? I tried to explain this to her when I was at her house.
Oh,
so it's a
goodness.
game where somebody plays guitar, somebody plays drums, and then somebody sings, from what I understand. I've never played it. And you guys just all play together. Apparently, do you play as a team or is it like you compete against each other? Because I have never played it. I have to find this game. So if you guys know where to find Rock Band, because it's hecka old, let me know. But I'm
I
trying
used to play with my kids a lot and with my roommate at the time. Like, we played a lot. Like, Ariel and Bailey, we played that a lot.
Yeah.
That and Guitar Hero was like everything to us.
So I have to find it.
That and Gears of War.
Yes.
When it first came out, until Bailey had to curb stomp somebody in Gears of War. She was a young child. And she goes, I don't think I like this.
So gross.
I do remember that part.
All right. You ready? My question to you.
Oh.
And then we're good. What's the best thing about living in this city?
Oh, Lord.
We love
I can only say one thing.
Okay.
Well, it's not about living in this city. Is it living in the city or living where we're at?
It says living in your city.
Because
Hi, Fireball Carol.
living where we're okay. Have a good night, Fireball Carol. We live very, very close to the airport.
Yes.
So I say where we
4
live,
minutes.
not the city, but I was like,
Yeah.
but we live. It takes. I mean, if there's traffic, it takes us 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's great.
So, and we have a very, very efficient airport. So I have to say that about where we live. Our city itself. Are we talking about Sacramento
Yes.
or are we talking about Thomas?
Thomas isn't a city.
You're going to have to come back to me on that one.
Food. We have very good food options here.
Yeah,
and
options
I like
of foods.
yes.
Options, yes.
Like everything you could think of, I think we have it here, and it's like really good. Oh, Valerie said hers is family. Yeah, that's a big one. We only have a little bit of family left here. We got Becca. We got the Bells, and that's it. And our children.
Your friends and your community can become your family.
That is true, Dom.
It's all about family.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I had to say it. I was channeling my Dominic Toretto.
I felt it.
I do it for family.
Family does keep you like where you're at because
Why did you tell me my sleeve was rolled up this whole time?
because it looked okay.
It looked weird.
Yeah, but like we don't have that many people left here, and all our kids
Not
are not
family.
Yeah,
No, it's true.
we're here because CJ's not graduated yet, but in 2 years we might be leaving. But I like Sacramento because there are a ton of food options. We have
That is very true.
we have everything
And
good produce.
good produce. Well, that's California
Yeah,
in general.
We're
Like,
spoiled.
well, at least Western California. So you're pretty spoiled on that. You're spoiled on the food options,
Mhm.
but you're also in Sacramento area. Since I'm a beer drinker,
Oh yeah.
Very. That's what I'm gonna have to say is like the quality and abundance of good beer options.
That's true.
Like I don't think right now I could probably go to 10 different breweries and be happy with what I order.
That's true.
And we have traveled to other places and go,
It's not good.
we need to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's when you get spoiled on like, and you know what you like in a certain thing that is a luxury item.
Yeah.
You know, and you pay for a luxury item, like you want that luxury item.
Yeah, I agree.
If I'm going to pay $5 for a pint of beer, I want a $5 pint of beer that I really like.
Yeah.
It's just that. It's that simple.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to say. I was like, where we live, location to the airport, how close we are. The other one is for the citywides. In this area, we have probably some of the best breweries that I've experienced in a very, very long time.
I agree with that. All right. Good answers. Good
So.
answers. All right. We've done it. Now, next Thursday is my birthday.
Is it? We're doing it on your birthday?
Yes.
All right. She's going to be
If you don't come prepared with your own shots and your own drink. Oh, it's a Thursday. That's a rough one.
Get over it.
Too bad. Have a glass of wine on my
Be
birthday.
hungover on a Friday for once. I mean,
No, it's a Thursday.
be
hungover
on
on the Friday. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, they're sequential.
I don't get hungover.
Hungover.
Anyways, join us next Thursday.
All right.
My birthday.
And
Fancy,
also
Fancy Thursday.
keep. Oh, we'll see what happens.
Fancy Thursday. I already said it.
Sarah's fancy Thursday.
Yeah.
But also don't forget to answer that question
Yes.
because we will send you some little goodies, and maybe we'll put a bonus something in there.
Yeah.
You know,
We don't know yet.
we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But until then, listen to the cool intro song by Eli Jonathan. It's been out for a few years now. So thanks, everyone. Make sure to go hang out with people. Even if your family's not in your area, go visit them, for goodness sakes.
Yes.
Go say hi to people. Go do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, or ask people to come see you. Either way,
Yes.
show up in real life.
Yes.
That's kind of our big thing. Show up in real life, people, not just on this video thing.
Yes.
We will see you all very soon. A lot of you probably in person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
All right. We will see you very soon. Bye.
And I loved it. Bye.